What's going on, Jerome's? Minnesota Vikings headed over to London to take on the New Orleans Saints, the Bounty Gate cheating New Orleans Saints, all that stuff. We used to have bad blood, and still we got bad blood. Don't care. But the Vikings are headed over there to make some bangers and mash out of the Saints. Gonna get after, man. Kirk Cousins, Miro, woo! Looking good, absolutely. And it's ironic because well, not ironic. It is fitting because Kirk Cousins is the beans on toast of quarterbacks. It's quite a conundrum. That's right. Even though the Vikings are playing at Tottenham Stadium as opposed to Anfield in Liverpool, a proper actual stadium. Liverpool. That's right. It's like, the Vikings headed over there and be like, oh, is this football then? That's right. But we got 10 keys for the Vikings to get a win on Sunday. Up number one, shake off the jet lag and emotional hangover. Now, the Vikings, like I said, I think they do have an advantage over the Saints heading out on Thursday as opposed to spending all week out there. I think the Vikings, they do have a good plan. Their director of health and fitness, all that stuff, whatever his title is, he's been on 4 London trips before with the Rams. Kevin O'Connell trusts him, and I think that they will get the best of it out there. But also the emotional hangover, because it's real. It's legit. When you win in dramatic fashion, that'll stick with you. You can have happy tilt. You can have bad tilt, right? And it happened after week 1 against the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers. It's true against the Eagles. Now, the Vikings getting that last second win, emotional against the Lions. They got to shake it off. This is a big-time game against a very good conference opponent, so they got to get things going. Plus, it also swings both ways, because if you get embarrassed like the Saints did against the Panthers week 3, you come in with a vengeance, and the Saints are going to get after, man. Next up, key number 2, Justin Jefferson needs to remind them. That's right. After Jefferson's week 1 performance, a $184, 2 touchdowns, we were thinking MVP. Last 2 weeks, not too much, but 2 slow games. It's got to be back to boom. Marshawn Lattimore is going to trail him all day, and he's one of the best cornerbacks in the league. Do not care. Don't care. I mean, the Saints defense gets after him, man. The secondary is phenomenal, but again, do not care at all. Justin Jefferson has to get back to good, baby. Next up, key number 3 for the Vikings to get a win on Sunday. Pass rush needs a tax that ass. And we outlined the fact that the Vikings pass rush has been rather inert throughout most of the season, throughout 3 weeks. And it is a shift in scheme, going from a 4-3 to a 3-4. Danielle Hunter learning a new position. Zadarius Smith, hopefully he plays on Sunday, dealing with that knee injury. But Ryan Ramczyk of the Saints, all-world right tackle, has allowed 2 sacks and 7 pressures this season. Also, their 2 starting guards, Andres Pete, who's working back from concussion protocol, as well as Cesar Ruiz, the former Michigan man. That's where he can make some hay. So I think this could be a big-time game for Ross Blacklock coming in from the Houston Texans. He's great at 3-tech. I think that they could have him attack that B gap, really take advantage of the weakness of the Saints guards in pass protection. Next up, key number 4 for the Vikings get a win. So also, can we start blitzing someone? I mean, hey, Donatel, if you're not getting pressure with 4, send some more. That's right, babe. Oh, that should be a t-shirt. Shoot. Key number 4, someone cover Olave. So also dropping 17 in coverage. They ain't no good. They ain't no bueno, man. They need to get after Olave. Now, Michael Thomas is dinged up, may not even play on Sunday. Jarvis Landry, who has looked phenomenal so far to start the season, he's also dealing with the injury, but it looks like he's going to play. But Olave, the rookie from Ohio State University, breakout game week 3, 9 catches for a $147. So he's going to be public enemy number 1, whether it's Patrick Peterson or Cameron Tiny Dancer or Caleb Evans. Someone has to go out there and cover the former Ohio State Buckeye. Next up, key number 5, takeaway breakfast. So whether it's Jameis, who is a turnover machine, or Andy Dalton, even though, yes, Andy Dalton of the Cowboys, when he was on the Cowboys, beat the Vikings Halloween 2020. Do not care. Last time they faced Andy Dalton was week 17 against the Bears. Picked off twice and also was sacked 7 times. So they can get after it. Jameis, unless he miraculously practices on Friday, I don't think that he's going to be out there, but we'll see. But also, this entire talk all off season about punching the ball out and getting those turnovers, going all Peanut Tillman on this stuff. I just lost my Dolphins Bengals bet. Whatever. We haven't seen that yet. Like, can we see Cameron Bynum all up in there, Jordan Hicks, someone punching out that football, get that rock back, have a big-time takeaway on a big-time stage. Next up, key number 6 for the Vikings get a win on Sunday. The offensive line continues their solid run of play. Now, Darisaw, Ezra, Bradbury is actually playing good. Ed Ingram is starting to get things to, well, started out great. It's been a little bit tough, a little bit lean the last couple weeks, but he'll be back on track. Then Brian Reynolds quickly become the best right tackle in the game. Also, the Saints pass rush even with Cameron Jordan, is 32nd in the NFL per ESPN and Pro Football Focus. Most of the metrics, the Saints pass rush just hasn't been that great, even though the defense is pretty solid. Also, their stud pass rusher Marcus Davenport has been slowed by an injury. He's going to play, except he won't be 100%, but they need to take care of Kirk. He needs to distribute the football, and then we'll go from there. Next up, key number 7 for the Vikings to get a win on Sunday. Stopping the runs one time. Other side of it. Yeah, we have the meats, Vikmodium, all that stuff. Saints are averaging 5.5 yards per carry, 4th in the NFL, even though Alvin Kamara has been dealing with that rib injury for a number of weeks now. They can still run the football. They can still get after it. So the Vikings, hey, stay in positive territory. Stay ahead of the sticks. Even if it is Andy Dalton or Jameis Winston, there's a big difference between 3rd and 4 and 3rd and 9. So stopping the runs on the early down. We're looking at Harrison Phillips. We're looking at you, Diesel, Dalvin Thompson. We're looking at you, Jonathan Bullard and Eric Kendricks and Jordan Hicks. You guys got to get after it. You guys got to stop the run. And we need to just get rid of this nonsense, right? The Ed Donto defense, the whole bend but don't break thing. How about just don't bend? Just be rigid and impose the will. How about that, man? Next up, key number 8 for the Vikings to get a win on Sunday. Run the dang ball. Other side of it. So Dalvin, full participant in practice on Thursday, by the way. Going to put that harness on that shoulder. Same injury he had last year against the Steelers, where he ran for 205 and 2 touchdowns. Now, I doubt that Dalvin's going to have a normal workload. I think that he will be on a pitch count, but that's fine. Alexander Madison, King Kene, maybe Ty Chandler will be active. Either way, that is the way to get after the Saints defense. Wear out that front 7, even blunt that pass rush even further. Control the football, control the clock, and just go from there. Next up, key number 9 for the Vikings to get a win on Sunday. One big special teams play, and I'm not talking about Greg Joseph not missing his field goals. Well, he'll make it this time, because even though they're playing outdoors, there won't be a draft from the stupid doors being open. But a punt block or a big-time return, I just feel it coming, man, especially that punt block, because Matt Daniels has been going after him. I think C.J. Ham's going to get his mitts on one of the punts. It's going to be great, as well as a big-time return, like Jalen Reagor having a bust-out game, or King Kene just getting it. We'll love to see it, man. Lastly, key number 10 for the Vikings getting win on Sunday. Yes, big game Kirk. Comes down to Kirk not forcing the issue, taking what the very good Saints defense and very good Saints secondary is going to give him. And also, even though they're going to smother and cover Justin friggin' Jefferson, double, triple team, bracket him, all that stuff, Thielen, KJ, Lions, a game hero. Irv, Johnny Munt, Jalen Reagor, someone else has to step up, and I think Kirk Cousins will shine in this spot, because it's technically not a primetime game. I mean, it's going to be on at 8:30 a.m. Central Time, which is the only time zone that matters, and for that, we thank you. So I think Kirk just seems British, doesn't he? Yeah, I think he's going to get it done in front of his people. Final score prediction. I think Dalvin goes out. I think he plays a heroic game. I think that he has, 12, 13 touches, has 6.6 yards per touch, something like that, maybe a touchdown. Justin Jefferson gets off the schneid, even against Lattimore, has 100, well, I was going to say 100 catches. That would be a record. Jarvis Landry, if you ever had him in fantasy, he would have 100 catches per game and also have 90 yards receiving. Figure that one out, man. But 7 catches, a $110 receiving. I think he gets after. I think Thielen finds the end zone again. Does a soccer slide just like he did in 2017 against the Browns. I think the Vikings go out there, they get it done, win convincingly for a change. Give me Vikings 34, Saints 16. Come back home on the, well, I guess it wouldn't be red eye. Get back into a great state of Minnesota. Get ready for the Bears. Whoop the Bears' ass. Go down to Miami, take care of the Dolphins, and then roll into that bye week 5-1. But it all starts in London against the stupid New Orleans Saints on Sunday. British. Nailed it. But your thoughts are thoughts. 10 keys for the Vikings to get a win on Sunday. What are your keys? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Once put the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.